Hey, this is Sam, and today I just want to talk about how we can listen well, how we can be good listeners, especially with those who we spend most time with, especially during quarantine, our spouse and our kids. How can we improve our relationships with them by being good listeners? In James chapter 1 in the Bible, we learn that we are called to be quick to listen. We are called to be good listeners, not only because we get to understand more about people, we get to learn more about them, but one of the things that happens is when we listen well, we actually demonstrate to the other person that they are valuable, that they are worthwhile to us. This is true for everyone. I even think about my kids. I have 3 kids. My youngest is 2 years old. We have a little boy, he's 2 years old. And one of his favorite pastimes right now is we get in the car and drive around town, and he loves water towers. He loves to see them, and every single time he sees a water tower, even if it's like 3-4 miles away, he'll see it and he'll yell, "Water tower, water tower." And what he wants is he wants me to acknowledge that. And if nobody acknowledges it, if no one pays attention, he just screams louder and louder and louder until somebody recognizes, and not just says, "Oh, okay," but actually says, "Oh, it's a water tower," and gets all excited with him, because what he wants is he wants to be acknowledged. He wants to know that he's important. He wants to know that what he has to say matters, right? When I listen to him, when I acknowledge him, I'm demonstrating that he is valuable. And this is across the board with our kids, with our spouse. When we listen well, we are actually demonstrating that the other person matters to us, that they are valuable. And so a couple ways I think that we can do this right now, in quarantine. I think the first way is, it's super basic and simple, but actually by listening. Actually paying attention when the other is talking to us, especially with those who we know really well. Sometimes we can begin to think like, I already know what they're going to say, so we tend to tune them out. Have you ever been on the end of a conversation with someone who you know really well, and they say, "So what do you think about that?" And all of a sudden you realize, oh, I haven't been listening, right? We tend to tune them out because we think, oh, I already know what they're going to say. So the first thing, the way that we can demonstrate value is actually by listening and being present and paying attention when they talk. The second thing is, I think, being able to put down our screens. One of the biggest complaints that kids have, not that parents have, but one of the biggest complaints that kids have about their parents is that their parents are on their phone or on their computer all the time. And so I think one of the ways that we can demonstrate value is by putting our phone down, especially during quarantine, as we're doing work from home, we're doing school from home, we're on our screens all the time, and it can bleed into the rest of our life. Being able to, when someone comes up and talks to you, a spouse or a child, just being able to say, I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to put my phone aside, put my computer aside, and I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to be fully present. Or if I can't, if I'm in the middle of something, be able to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm in the middle of something. Can you come back in 10 minutes so I can be fully present with you?" I think that's an important way that we can listen well and demonstrate that the other people around us are valuable. Because when I'm on my phone and someone's talking to me, what I'm inadvertently saying is, what's on my phone, what's on the other side of this phone is more important than what you have to say. It's more important than you. And that's not a good feeling when you're the recipient of that. And so I think those are some ways, some super simple ways for us to be able to demonstrate value by listening well. So we're going to do 2 more videos on this. The next one is about how we can listen well in the midst of conflict. And then the third is how we can listen well in painful situations. How can we listen well? So hope this is helpful, and talk to you soon.